Alright, so I'm making a tier list of all the Gametunes songs, and I couldn't find one on Tier Maker, so I'm gonna do this instead and just make a tier list of all these. So the first Gametunes songs that came out was Die Tonight, and I don't like it that much. So I'm gonna put it in the meh tier. Now, hold on, let me just put this comment so it's a little. I don't think Die Tonight is a bad song. I just say it's meh. So the reason I say that is that this song did not have to be 10 minutes. It should have been like 5 or 6 minutes instead. I would have preferred 3 or 4 minutes, but you have to do like at least 6 minutes to get through. Like for the first 6 minutes, it's like it's just super repetitive, and I have to put it in meh tier. But I like it's like if it was just a bit shorter and a bit less repetitive, I would probably put it in good or great tier. But I'm gonna have maybe even amazing. But I'm gonna put it. But because it's super repetitive and too long, I'm going to put it in meh tier. So the next one that came out was SU or Sus. And I don't know how to do this right. SU. I'm just going to do it. Hold on, give me a second. SU dot S. Your Sus. It's going to underline Sus because it's spelled wrong. But this looks a little weird. Cat. You know what? Whatever. I'm just going to say SU or Sus. I think it's amazing. A lot of people would probably put this in best of the best, but I'm going to put it in amazing because I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's quite best of the best level. Like, I don't have any problems with it. I just think all my positives don't push it up to best of the best like they do with some of the other songs in this. So, yeah. It's just a great song, and I like that transition where it goes, oh no. I don't know how to play it. It's like, I like how it goes, oh no, there's a body left bleeding, quick emergency meeting. I like that transition and the big piano playing on that part. And yeah, it's just a really good song. But it's not, you know what? It's not best of the best. You know what is best of the best? Impostor. That is best of the best. And yet, a lot of people think, you're not bark, dog. Yet, a lot of people think this is the worst Gametunes song for some reason. And I don't see it. I think it's definitely the best Gametunes song. It's kind of ironic how what a lot of people think is one of the worst, I think it's the best, but yeah, Imposter, it's the best Gametunes song in my opinion. It's just so good, and like I like it when there's a lot of instruments in the background, which is my problem with a lot of the new Gametunes songs. They don't really have any instruments in, so I'm not a fan of. I think Imposter is just it's in my opinion it's the best Gametunes song definitely. So next song that came out was No One Suspects Mr. Cheese, which I'm going to put in great. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move it up to amazing so nobody gets mad at me. But I definitely don't think that it is as good as people say it is. Because usually on lists, I see SU or Sus at number 2 and No One Suspects Mr. Cheese at number 1. And I think that they're both amazing songs, but they're not best of the best. And No One Suspects Mr. Cheese could be on best of the best if I didn't have problems with it. And one of my problems is it is super repetitive. Like, it's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best song. It's an amazing song, but it's not the best. And I actually, like, next week I might put this in great. I was considering putting it in a great right now, but I don't want people to get mad at me, so I'm going to put it in amazing, just so nobody gets mad at me. But whatever. So I think the next song, I'm going to keep it, yeah. I'm thinking about moving this one up to best of the best, but I won't. So what song am I saying? Running in Circles. You know, I'm just going to capitalize it, I don't care. Running in Circles. It is an amazing song. I forgot. No, not running. I don't know. I feel like it's spelled wrong, but it's an amazing song. And I can see why some people think it's the best song. It's better than No One Suspects Mr. Cheese and SUS or Sus, which is 2 and 1 on most lists. But yeah, it's an amazing song. And I'm going to say that it's the best. And I would say that it's the third best. So what's second best? It's How Do I Always Lose. I mean, you're not going to say, most people like this, but the people who don't like it are like, but it's the same thing as Die Tonight, where it's so long and repetitive. Well, I would say it's too long. I don't think that's really a problem. if it sounds like, really, like I said, it's a minor issue with me that it's too long. It's like a minor issue in this one. Because it's only 8 minutes compared to like 10 minutes that it was in. I moved this down too much. I did not mean to move this down. Okay, is there any way to move this up? 1, 2. No, give me a second. I did not mean to move this down that much. 1. Is there any way I can just move this up? Because I need to move this up. Can I just... Being really annoying right now. I'm not just gonna... Can you just go up? No, of course I can't. I don't even... How did this even happen? Up. If I do enter, just gonna like... Really? Is there any way to undo and enter? Where's the undo button? Good. We want to be there. But yeah, it's an amazing... This How Do I Always Lose is the best of... It's the second best of the Gametunes songs. And I think that it's... Even though it's a little long and a little too repetitive, it just sounds so good that most of the time I will actually watch the full thing. And like, that's not something I do with Die Tonight. See why I put it above now? So, the first 6 is what I consider all Gametunes. The better version, in my opinion. And then, but really, I'd say their prime is these 5 songs. They're the best 5 songs. But, yeah, then Super Big saying, why do you refer to it as all Gametunes? Why did you refer to it as Gametunes as a whole? Because the new songs suck and I like pretending they don't exist. And the first one, The Life of Mr. Cheese, it sucks. Like, half of the new Gametunes songs sucks. There's going to be one in great. But obviously, most of them suck. Most of the new Gametunes songs. I hate The Life of Mr. Cheese. There's 2 songs that I hate more than it, but I absolutely hate this song. Okay, so this I'm gonna say that this isn't. I think I would say that one of the songs I'm gonna put lower than it is actually better than The Life of Mr. Cheese. I like the concept of The Life of Mr. Cheese more, which is why I will put it ahead. That's why. I like the concept of The Life of Mr. Cheese more, which is why I would put it ahead. So, but I do think this is the worst Among Us songs. I think this is the worst. So what's the worst Gametunes songs? I'm going to say the worst Gametunes songs is Oh No. I really don't. It's so repetitive. There's no instruments in the background. 2 things that I hate in songs, and it's just not good. It's bad. It's bad. It's super bad. So I think that this is the worst Gametunes song. So this is the 3rd worst Gametunes songs, I would say, but the reason I'm putting it in last place is because I hate the concept of it, and that's In Love with an Imposter. I just hate this one. An Imposter. It's so bad. Like, I would say this is a little better than The Life of Mr. Cheese, but because I hate the concept so much, I'm putting it lower. So, yeah. I hate this one so much. It's terrible. There's no instruments in the background just saying stuff, and it's boring. I hate it. I hate this one. So, we're going to calm down from the bad songs for a second and go back to another meh song. Like, this is a dumb concept for a song about a fanboy of Mr. Cheese. Like, that's just... How much more can you scream, I'm out of ideas? The song is actually okay, but... Like, how much... That's how you scream, hey, we're out of ideas. The song, Who is Mr. Cheese? Which, I don't even know if it's going to be capital. I don't care. Like, they're making 2 new Mr. Cheese songs. I will say that it is better than Die Tonight because it's not super repetitive, and I actually do like it a little bit. But no, it's still a mess song. It's not good. And it's just a dumb concept. It's just a dumb concept for a movie, and it's just such a dumb concept for a song. But it's still. I should rename Meh Okay, because then I feel like these songs are more okay than meh. But I don't care. I'll keep it as meh for now. So next, we actually have a good song, like a good new Gametunes songs, and that is the Cup Song remix. Like, there's not a lot of singing in it, but I still like it. Why is this capitalized? Song remix. Cup Song remix. I'm just putting commas to separate this one. I would say it's a good song. There's not a lot of singing in it, but it's a good song. And I like the way the main theme sounds, where it's like, whatever. I'm putting in good for now. Alright, so now we're at the best of the new Gametunes songs. And I'm going to put What Really Happens in an Event here. It might be because maybe I like the hard rock song more than I like a romance song. Maybe that's why I'm putting this higher than I Love with an Imposter. Because a lot of people seem to think this is the worst one, and I don't get it. This is easily the best of the new Gametunes songs, in my opinion. It's the best of the new Gametunes songs. It's still nothing compared to these 5. I say that, but it's like it's best of the best for new Gametunes song standards. It's best of the best, but I'm still putting it great because it's a great song, but it's not best of the best or amazing. So the next song I'm gonna put is the next song. All right. So the next song is another good one, and it is Like Father, Like Son. I like it, but it's not. This is another one where it's good, but it's not great. It's pretty good, but it's not pretty great, and I don't listen to it that much. So, like, I haven't seen this high on like any lists. So, come on. What the heck? No. X. Not great. He's here. It's a good song, but it's not. I'm sure I haven't seen this. This is always like 7 or 8 on lists. So I think that it's good, but it's not. If this is another one, like the Cup Song remix and Like Father, Like Son, they're pretty good, but they're not pretty great. So I can't put it. It's not like this one's pretty great, but it's not pretty amazing. I watched it a lot, but I listened to it a lot, but it's still not like amazing or anything. So yeah. So now, let's get to the most forgettable Gametunes song, Crewmate's License, and I don't like it. It's bad. But I would say it's better than all the other ones I put in bad so far. I will say, I think it is the worst of, it's the most forgettable song, definitely, and like half the time I forget it exists. So, yeah. It's just bad. It's bad. I don't like it. So there's one more song left, and that is, I'm gonna put it here. Everyone suspects Mr. Cheese. Suspects Mr. Cheese. Mr. Cheese. I'm putting it in meh because I don't like that much. But I will say that I think it's better than Die Tonight at least. I like how there's a lot of instruments in the background in it. But yeah. So, this is my tier list. Best of the best is Imposter and How Do I Always Lose. Amazing is Running in Circles, SUS, Your Sus, and No One Suspects Mr. Cheese. Great is What Happens in the Event. Good is Like Father, Like Son, the Cups on remix. Meh is Who is Mr. Cheese, Everyone Suspects Mr. Cheese, and Die Tonight. And bad is Crewmate's License, The Life of Mr. Cheese, and Oh No, and In Love with an Imposter. So that's it for this video.